Hello everybody, it's GirlGotGame, and welcome to Red Crystals Falling from the Sky, because it's time to start a new theory, finally. Oh man, the thing that got me so excited for this game is, if I can do it carefully, this man right here got his own route. We're gonna do it today. Wish me luck, hold my hand, we're going in. I don't know what's about to happen. I'm scared. So I think this is like an AU version of the original Steam Prison game. So we're going back in time. So there's gonna be some nostalgia, I'm sure. I'm curious how they're gonna do this entire thing. Ah, the old outfit. There's our girl, a couple years younger. Okay. Yes. I'm so anxious. It's not even funny. Although I swear, if I hear that freaking clock, something will trigger inside me. Darkness. At first, there was nothing but a starless black void. It had all happened so suddenly. My fingers were drenched in warm liquid. Oh right, our parents are dead again. Well, sacrifices must be made. Sorry, Mom and Dad. A pool of blood spread across the floor. In the center of it, in the center of my vision, lay two people very dear to me. Glassy eyes, a froth of spittle at their mouths, throats cut. I could hardly breathe at the nightmarish scene before me. I always thought they would die at a ripe old age with me at their bedside. Not now. Not like this. I never imagined this would be the culmination of their decades of life. I wished I could have died with them. I was still alive, or rather, I had been spared. And then I was branded a criminal, framed for my parents' murder, not even given a chance to defend myself. Alright, recapped. Life doesn't always go the way we want. Does life ever go the way we want? The question rose to the surface of my hazy consciousness. My father, who had permitted me to forge my own path, was dead. My mother, who had been a guiding light, was also dead. And now everything was red. Both of them gone forever. My world had turned upside down. Falling, 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 with no clue what lay at the bottom. No one could say. There wasn't anyone I could ask. Ooh. We get an opening for this? Sick. Awesome. I love that. Let's go. Oh. The old artwork, the old music. Okay, so it looks like Adage and Ines are also going to feature. I forgot about frickin' Glissade. Looks like Glissade's going to pop up in this. And of course Finn has to get in on this, because he always does. Oh, look at these CGs. Oh, I'm excited. What's the context for these? The art looks great so far. There has been a new injustice. But we're correcting the old injustice of Sachsen not having a root in the original game, so there's that. Finn. He was the only one. The only person who said he believed me. He had tried to help me, ignoring the danger to himself. He meant it when he said I could turn to him. He had even supported me in the loss of my family. But there was no guarantee I would ever see him again. In fact, the odds were close to zero. We were now as far apart as heaven and earth. Not even my voice could reach him. If I had known things would turn out like this, I would have talked to him more. Regret continued to bubble up at the edges of my mind. Father always used to say, "You never know what life will bring you." I never could have thought it would be this. Oh, the depths. The depths and the hounds are back. This is going to be a thing. Oh, hold on. I just realized I forgot to mute this. Okay, there we go. That way I don't have any unexpected calls during this. The air of the depths caressed my skin as the door opened. The distinctive smell. The humidity. Although I never thought I'd experience again, this was unmistakably the depths. I can't believe I'm back here. But this time as a prisoner. The reality of it was hard to accept, and it made my head spin.
So you've arrived.
Him. A chill ran up my spine at the familiar voice. I didn't want to face him. But that wasn't an option. It would be too dangerous just to ignore him. Even if I tried to deny reality, this isn't some dream I can wake up from. I gotta say, though, the Hound's uniform does look good on this guy. It's good to see it again. I steadied my resolve and looked up to meet his gaze. His Hound's uniform was the first thing I saw.
Welcome to the prison at the end of the world, Rank 1 police officer. Oops, I forgot. You were stripped of that title, weren't you? Poor, poor thing.
You don't really mean that.
Of course I do. Somewhat. You're to come with me in accordance with protocol. Your name, well, I already know that, don't I, Cyrus?
I'm surprised you remember it.
How could I forget? It's only been a few days. It really has been just a few days, hasn't it? In as many days as I can count on one hand, you've gone from police officer to criminal. You certainly do work fast.
That is a new, expression that we've not seen on Sachsen before. I guess I should prepare myself for this. Say whatever you want.
Like I need your permission. You don't get to tell me what to do. Down here, I am the law. I am everything. You aren't even human. Troublemakers receive no mercy from the Hounds. They'll tear your throat out as soon as look at you. Remember that if you want to survive in this place.
That's very kind of you to warn me, considering how much you seem to despise me. CG, CG. CG! Alright, we got the smoking Sachsen. It's like the smoking gun, but it's the smoking Sachsen. Hold on. Actually, I should get like a... No, I'm not gesturing wildly. Just give it a second. There we go. Okay, now we can move on.
Me? Despise you? Don't flatter yourself.
Sir Sachsen laughed derisively, taking a cigarette from his breast pocket and putting it in his mouth.
I told you. This is just protocol. It's just good business.
He's a smoker. How unusual. It wasn't like smoking was prohibited or anything. But since everyone knew it was bad for your health, the number of smokers in the Heights had been steadily declining for years. Well, you know, just knowing something's bad for you doesn't mean that people don't do it. In fact, not even any of my father's acquaintances were smokers. Wow. Sir Sachsen let out a happy growl as I frowned through the cloud of tobacco smoke. A happy growl. Calm down, sir. He dragged me along to the facility where my identity was confirmed again. I was then handed a pen and a sheet of paper.
Sign your name for the record.
The document stated that I would henceforth become a resident of the Sanctuary District. There was a blank space for me to write my signature. Okay, that's true, because I was thinking in the opening, we don't see her in a Hound's uniform. I was kind of imagining she would take Finn's place. and start working for the Hounds. But it looks like she's still treated as a prisoner down here. So, not work colleague with Sachsen. At least, judging by how this is starting. I really don't want to, but I didn't have much choice, so I reluctantly took the pen.
That's enough. Don't write anything else.
You don't need my family name?
No. It doesn't matter who you were before, even if you were a police officer. Here you're just a prisoner. You don't have a family name anymore, not after you've disgraced them. Although I guess in your case your family's opinion doesn't matter, considering you murdered them.
I'm innocent! I didn't kill my parents!
And?
What do you mean, and?
I mean, are you done with your pathetic whining?
No. I'm going to prove my innocence.
To who? How do you think you ended up here?
Well...
There is no proof. There never is. And even if there were, it would have come to light long before now. No one leaves this place. You must know you're not the first person to say they've been wrongfully accused. You're no different from any of the other criminals. You all claim your innocence, regardless of the actual facts.
Alright. Back pose Sachsen with that hair is nice. I'll admit to it.
But once you've been branded, you can never go back. Not to the Heights, and not to your old life. That door is shut tight. The Heights have abandoned you.
Abandoned? I had never considered that. I thought I could clear my name. That I could return to the Heights and straighten out this obvious misunderstanding. Is he saying I won't even get the chance?
Have you given up hope yet?
Our first choice. Okay, I gotta dig back through the archives of my brain for Sachsen. Because we spent a fair amount of time around him, adjacent to him. From what I remember in Ines's and Finn's roots in particular, he kind of talks more about Cyrus in those roots than he does the others, from what I recall. She reminded him of his old commander, I guess? And he admired her tenacity, even if he was also disgusted by it, because he's like, where did that get my old commander? She's dead now. So I'm gonna go with the I don't want to give up. Hey, let's go. Actually, wait, we got a thing? No, wait, I'm not gesturing wildly. Hold on. Okay. And then there were two. Look at this evil. He's got such an evil thing going on. And Finn's just like, I'm here. I'm over here. I'm totally innocent. And he's just like, mwahahaha. That's great. Even if that's true, I don't want to give up.
Oh? Do you have a plan?
Well, I'm still figuring that out. If no one's ever done it before, that just means I'll be the first.
Big talk for someone who can't even operate the lift.
Will you teach me?
Don't be stupid. Go ahead and struggle all you want. You're my plaything. I could break you now, but then the fun would be over. First I'll crush your pride, then I'll make you wish you were never born. Once you've lost the will to live, you'll be nothing but an empty shell. Just a toy for me to amuse myself with until it breaks.
And I thought he was hard to get along with the first time we met. Oh! Keeping quiet's just gonna make him mad. Talking back might be the play. Asking for advice, I think, would surprise him the most. I do so enjoy their banter, but I can't believe we got two choices so quick, back to back. I'm gonna surprise him. We'll see how this goes. Okay, yeah, see? You want to talk back. But he's expecting that, so do the unexpected. I want to talk back, but this isn't the time. Right now, all I should say was... just tell me what to do.
Is that how you ask nicely?
What would you like me to do?
Utterly charmless. Well, whatever. I was going to tell you this anyway.
But your affection meter went up.
Now that you've signed your name, your prisoner registration is complete. Do whatever you want.
Whatever I want?
That's right. The hounds are just here to provide you with regular rations. Everything else, including finding a place to live, is up to you. I don't care what you do or where you go, as long as you keep out of our way.
That's it? Back when I was a police officer, just a few days ago actually, as we mentioned, I had come to the Sanctuary District as part of my training. The memory of Sir Sachsen trying to harm that boy was still fresh in my mind. I thought they would keep a closer eye on things, since this is where we send our prisoners. I never thought I'd become so familiar with this place. I wonder what I was expecting. That first time on the observation mission.
Live as you like, and die as you like. That's all I have to say. But don't die too soon. I want to be there, to witness your final agonizing moments.
Sir Sachsen gave a faint smile before going inside the facility. See you around, I guess. I was left all alone. I didn't have any possessions. All I had was my life. His plaything, huh? I hate to admit it, but that's basically all I am right now. Girl, you're so defeated this time around. Where's that Cyrus fire? Come on, you got this. There it is. Still, does he really think he'll break me that easily? It was precisely because I had nothing to lose that I was prepared to defend my life at all costs. And then, one day, I looked up at the ashen sky, toward the distant heights which were obscured by the thick clouds. One day, I'll return. It's a promise. Oh, it is so weird to see these streets again. So, what should I do now? I hardly had fond memories of this place, but at least it wasn't my first time here. Looking out at the familiar scenery, I pondered my next move.
That door is shut tight. The heights have abandoned you.
No sooner had I resolved myself to keep looking forward than Sachsen's words crushed my spirits. You can aim for the stars, but you'll never be able to reach them. I needed to get my footing first. Survival was my top priority. I found myself spinning my wheels. I had never even lived on my own before, so I didn't have the first clue where to start. He said the hounds hand out food for everyone. I guess the question is where to live. Where would I even find housing in the Sanctuary District?
Hey, you wouldn't happen to be...
Ah, God! You can't just do a jump scare, frickin' glissade. It's so soon. It's so soon. I know you're the reason I'm here, but it's so soon. Ugh, barf. Go away, shoo. Are you the antagonist of this route? Maybe. I guess someone has to be.
I thought that was you, Cyrus. Hello there.
Glissade?
It makes me so happy that you remembered my name.
Of course I remember. It's quite a surprise running into you here.
That should be my line. How did you wind up? I'm sorry. That was rude of me. There could only be one reason.
You know about my situation?
Not exactly. But only two kinds of people come here from the heights. Police officials and prisoners. And the former are required to wear special uniforms to distinguish them from the latter. Ah, but you don't need to give me any details. I am sure it must be painful to talk about. I'm a doctor. My job is to help those in need regardless of who they are.
Glissade. He couldn't have been more different from Sachsen. The warmth in his eyes put me at ease.
It really shouldn't, though. How long has it been since you arrived?
Actually, I just got here. Not to change the topic, but...
Yes, go on.
This is awkward. I'm really not sure how to bring it up. Asking him to help me find a place to live felt presumptuous, and mentioning a house specifically seemed unreasonable.
What is it? Don't be shy. You can ask me anything.
Right. I'm sorry. I responded in a quiet voice after thinking it over. You wouldn't happen to know of any place I could live, would you? There. I said it. I did it. It's out there. I figured it couldn't hurt to ask. At the very least, it had to be better than wandering around aimlessly and hoping I found something. I don't know anything about the residences here, so I'm not sure what to do. Anything would be fine, really. Or if you could just lead me in the right direction. That would be a tremendous help.
So you're looking for a house?
Yes, I suppose I am.
You suppose?
I doubt it's that easy to find one. Even a simple nap room would be more than enough.
A young lady your age shouldn't be stuffed into a closet like that. I know the perfect place. Come, I'll show you. It's my secret laboratory.
Right, thank you. And then he took me into this alley and sucked all the blood out of my body. The end. I walked the narrow streets behind Glissade. We reached an open space among the buildings, and I was immediately assaulted by a horrendous stench. What is that? It smelled like a mixture of mud, sewage, blood, and garbage. It was as if all the filth from this place had been distilled into one foul odor. We have to go through here?
Will that be a problem for you?
No, I guess not.
Your face tells a different story. We would take a different route if possible, but...
It isn't possible.
Exactly. No one ever accused the Sanctuary District of being clean. It's nothing but filth from top to bottom. I had the same reaction as you when I was first posted here. But there are some things we just can't change, so I gave up trying. Don't worry. You'll get used to it before long.
I don't want to get used to it.
Oh,
well, I'll do my best. Oh, okay. Where are you following us, sir? Like, I guess I better mind my P's and Q's even when Sachsen's not within sight. I can't let this bother me if I'm going to live here. I gotta get used to the trash smell and the trash man I'm about to date. Sacrifices must be made. I'll do my best to get used to it.
That's the spirit. Unfortunately, that spirit alone won't be enough to deal with the psychological impacts of this place. The body and mind are connected. Don't forget that. Here we are. Come on inside.
Okay. So we're back in... Gosh, I can't remember their names. So basically that son and mom, we lived with them for like a little bit in the first game. I think it's the same background. Don't know if it's their house specifically or... But anyway, same background. I stepped over the threshold at his urging.
Starting today, this house is yours. Try to make it your own.
That's easier said than done. The door hadn't been locked, but it felt like someone was living there. As if the building had been occupied until just recently. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't long after you came here that they were... So maybe in this AU, Glissade moved a little bit faster? Because it's a little suspicious that he was, like, right there when you were like, I don't know where to live. Like, oh, I just happen to have a place for you. Here you go. Now I can keep an eye on you. Is there someone living here?
There was, but I think it was yesterday or the day before they moved to the depths.
The depths? Isn't that where we are now?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're new here. You wouldn't know. Did you see that large perimeter wall when you arrived at the station? Beyond that is what we call the depths, where the descendants of those who survived the Great Flood live. Even though this is where they send their prisoners, the Sanctuary District is still technically part of the Heights. We aren't supposed to have any trade or commerce with the outside world. But all of that is just a facade. Plenty of people have managed to sneak out and move to the depths. The Sanctuary District isn't the most convenient place to live.
I see.
I was hoping you might muster up more enthusiasm than that. Is something not to your liking?
Oh, no, this place is perfect. I looked around, slowly surveying the room. It seems like whoever lived here was doing all right for themselves. I wonder why they left all this behind. I understand wanting to start a new life, but I feel like most people would still take their belongings with them.
Who can say? I doubt they moved under ideal circumstances, though. It's best to travel light when you're trying to avoid notice by the hounds. At any rate, the fact remains that this space is vacant, regardless of why or how.
Yes, I suppose you're right. It's certainly convenient timing for me. Almost too convenient, actually.
I'm sure that's just a coincidence. Of course, if it isn't to your liking, we can always look for someplace else. Then again, finding a building with a roof attached will probably be a challenge.
I understood what he was saying. If I wanted someplace to live, well, this would be my best option. Anywhere else suitable was bound to get snatched up the moment it became available. Even so, I can't help thinking he arranged this just for me. Girl, clock it! Alright. Yeah, get wise to him early on. I love that for you. Something seemed suspicious about it. I felt like a criminal cornered in a blind alley. Girl, I love when you're smart like this.
What's the matter? Having second thoughts after all?
Even if I was, where else could I go? There was no place for me down here, so... I think my best bet will be to stay here and just keep my guard up. Yeah, try not to let him know that he knows that you know, you know? No, this'll be fine. Thank you so much for showing it to me.
Not at all. I'm happy to be of service. Things have been getting so dangerous down here lately that I can't keep ignoring it. Let's both watch each other's backs, okay? Rations are handed out every morning at the distribution center. You can find me there sometimes. If anything comes up, don't hesitate to ask.
Are you sure? Even though I'm a criminal.
But you're innocent, aren't you?
How did you know that?
I didn't. As I said earlier, I don't know anything about your situation. It was just a guess. But it's hard to imagine a young lady like you is capable of committing any sort of serious crime. But it seems my guess was correct. The Heights, that is to say the temple, is far from perfect. I'm sure it was all just a mistake. Stay strong, and try not to lose hope. When you lose hope, your body weakens and you're more prone to illness.
Right. Thank you. Your words have really touched me, you know. Sir Sachsen said he would take away my will to live.
I seem to remember you drawing his ire the other day as well. Remember, you're powerless here. I wouldn't do anything to aggravate him, okay?
Right. I'll be careful.
I'm going to hold you to that. Now, you must be exhausted, so I'll give you some space.
I'm grateful I ran into you, Glissade.
So am I. I'll see you around.
Oh, right. This door doesn't seem to have a lock. That's how we were able to get in so easily, but it made me uncomfortable. How else can I guard the entrance? I looked around for something suitable. The door opened inward, so if I could just push something heavy against it... Was that a knock just now? Did I have a visitor? Okay, I mean... It can't be Glissade. He just left. I'm going to assume it's Ines. I have no reason to really think that other than he's always polite. And, you know, I could see him checking up on our girl. I don't want to open it, like, immediately. I feel like that's, even if it's a cautious opening of the door, I feel like that's kind of maybe going a bit too far. Is that Glissade again? I can't tell with the door closed. I'll ask who it is just to be safe. Who is it? No way. You are always hiding. What do you mean you just came and knocked on my door?
A doctor.
A doctor? I wanted him to tell me his name. It's not like I know anyone here, though, so I guess it wouldn't matter. I wonder if he's a colleague of Glissade's. I couldn't imagine why he would be visiting me, though. Having just spoken with another doctor, I was inclined to trust whoever this was. With a hint of trepidation, I opened the door a crack. My husband is here. Why were you never this easy to find in the actual game? I'm glad to see you, though.
Who are you?
Huh?
I asked who you were. Now answer.
I'm trying to think. It's so dumb. I'm thinking, like, what will appeal to him? But it doesn't matter because I'm not dating this guy. He's safe, though, so I want to just kind of tell him. I also want to, like, argue with him, but... I can't. I can't refuse this guy anything. I don't care if you don't approve, Sachsen. It's fine. My name is Cyrus.
I see. I'm Adage. Cyrus, huh?
Adage went silent, his gaze directed downward. He seemed to be thinking about something. He crossed his arms and rubbed his elbows with his palms. Have we met before and I just forgot about it? I talk to people all the time in my line of work, my former line of work. It was certainly possible I simply didn't remember meeting him. Do we know each other?
Not at all. That's exactly why... No. I shouldn't discuss it with you. You just arrived here, didn't you?
Yes. How did you know that?
It's obvious. You look relatively clean, and there's still life in your eyes. This place eventually drains the will from everyone. I can't diagnose psychological illnesses, but I can address physical ailments. Just bring me the money and I'll treat you.
You charge for your services?
Of course I do. This may be a rotten outpost on the edge of the heights, but it's still a cash-based economy. A lone woman isn't likely to last long down here. Do your best to stay alive. I'll see you around.
And with those parting words, Adage shut the door. You could hire me again. I wouldn't mind being your live-in wife. I mean, girlfriend. I mean, nurse in training. That was fun. We had good times. No? Oh, okay. Our conversation abruptly over, I took a moment to gather my thoughts. What on earth was that? Adage was a doctor, and he treated patients in exchange for money. Also, that was it. There was no also. I couldn't understand why he had come here. He was very clear on me bringing him money, though. Where does he even live? I opened the door and looked around, but I didn't see him anywhere. Seriously, what was that? It's just one incomprehensible thing after another here. I must be lucky. I had a place to sleep now. Food was another matter. I had seen cookware, so I would probably find food if I looked. And there was always the rations, of course. A lone woman isn't likely to last long, he had said. I didn't like being singled out for my sex. I was just me. Yes, girl, I know. You strong, independent woman. You got this. Was I alive, or was I being kept alive? I couldn't say. But I wasn't going to just lie down and die. If I died, the Testella name would die with me. So would all my memories of my mother and father. All that remained of them would be wiped from existence. That was why... I'll survive, no matter what it takes.